Today guys, we have a new video that you guys been asking me loads about. So as you guys seen by the title, is going to be a new formation and tactics tutorial. Why do I play 4-2-1-3? Why is the 4-2-1-3 good? Let's just jump into today's video where we showcase my team, my roles for the players, but also how you play the 4-2-1-3 formation. So first of all, if you guys are into the pro scene a bit, you know that the cash cup is actually tomorrow, the last cash cup of the year. It's going to be a very special one. So if you want to watch me play some pro live games, is going to be 12 tomorrow on Twitch. My Twitch is Ollelito _ and I will be live hopefully throughout the whole day playing the Swiss format where we need to make it 5-2 to progress onto Sunday. So starting off with the team then, in the background we have Gianluigi Buffon. I've been playing loads with him, especially in practice games. Still have his loan card, and why is he so goddamn good? I love him because he has the best playstyle for goalkeepers in my opinion on this game. It will be far reach. Basically means that he is way better at catching televelas, FNSs from outside of the box, and not really letting them go into the back of the net. Moving towards the left back and the right back then, we have Dumfries, his numero foot card. I mean, he is simply unbelievable. I love him. I think he is fantastic. And on the left side, we have the best player in the game, arguably Theo Hernandez Evo, of course. Why do I play with numero foot Dumfries then? You could play with Balde maybe. You could play with a few other right backs that are on the same kind of level as him. I like Dumfries basically because obviously I will be playing the Serie A this year, so I want to get comfortable with playing with Dumfries. But also, I think he's very strong and very fast. And it's basically the same with Theo. For the fullbacks, you're trying to look for fullbacks that are first fast, second very good in terms of physical preference, like having good stamina, but also very good in terms of strength. But also the last thing, they would actually benefit you a lot if they are good on the ball. And Theo Hernandez, he is simply that. And then for the right hand side, we need Dumfries to just stay back and defend for us. If we're jumping into the center back then, I think this is the best center back pair. We have the best center back on the game in my opinion in Erling Braut Haaland, who is simply amazing. Managers to have the block and the bruiser plus playstyle on him. He also 90 pace, 88 defending and 94 physique, which is simply amazing stats. Then if we look towards Saliba on the other hand, he has the anticipate in gold, 86 pace, 90 defending and 88 physique on his card, which is also very good. So for the center backs, you're basically looking for pace and defending when you're trying to play the 4-2-1-3 formation. If we're moving more up the pitch then towards our CDMs, we're mainly looking for two CDMs that are very good in terms of passing playstyle, because it doesn't matter if the player that you choose has 99 passing stats. Playstyles is everything in this year's game. So if we're looking at Vitinha's card first of all, I recently just bought him. He has incisive in silver, which is fantastic. Manages to have pinged passing gold, which is also really good, and also tiki-taka. So three really good playstyles. The only playstyle in passing you don't really care too much about is basically the whip pass, because you won't really cross too much with your center midfielders, as they will obviously be playing in a central role of the midfield. Long ball pass is good, but I would still advise you guys to basically prioritize the incisive pass, because that one is going to be super important when you want to attack against your opponents. On the other hand, we have Rodri, who manages to have the incisive pass in silver, ping pass in gold, tiki-taka in gold, but also long ball pass playstyle. And he is simply amazing. Obviously, anticipate and bruiser helps when you want to defend. It is a bit hard to defend in the 4-2-1-3 formation, so that's why I still think anticipate is really good to have. And on the other hand, with Vitinha, we manage to have intercept on him, which is also a really good playstyle when you want to defend, which you will do a lot with your CDMs. Moving a bit more higher, we have a new player that actually just got released last week. It's Future Stars icon Johan Cruyff, who manages to have the incisive in silver and tiki-taka, but also finesse shot plus. And Cam, in my opinion, you need someone that has the incisive pass playstyle in terms of gold or silver. Now Johan Cruyff has it in silver, and also benefit a lot of having a Cam that manages to have a finesse shot plus playstyle, because finesses are basically flying in now off the patch, and that just adds kind of that extra spice to the Cam as well. Left winger, right winger, what do we need to look for them? The only thing you need to look for the left wing and right wing is that they have good pace. That's the most important thing, and it also benefit a lot if they are strong, because in the 4-2-1-3 you want to play as much as you can on the wing in terms of the counterattacks, then you want to move into the inside, and there is when you want to try to find your central players. So Liao, for example, he's a perfect fit for this formation. He has 96 pace and 85 physique, which is fantastic. For Dennis Mann, on the other hand, he has 94 pace, which is also still very quick, 85 physique, which is actually still pretty good, but also manages to have the finesse shot plus playstyle, which is going to help a lot, actually ripping finesses from the side as well. If we then go into our main man up top, we have Thierry Henry, and you guys might question me. I have Mbappé alone, but I think Henry is better. Why? Basically, because he manages, as I said when I was talking about Cruyff, manages to have the finesse shot plus play style. And that's why I was talking about. You need the wingers to just run, then you want to play it into the more central part of the pitch where we have both Johan Cruyff and Henry that can finish the chances with the finesse shot plus play style. If we're then jumping in towards the tactics, we are looking at the 4-2-1-3 formation, of course. We play build-up style balanced. We do defensive approach high, basically because we want to have this automatic offside traps, and you get that by playing high depth. 70 is the minimum you need to play to get the offside traps, basically. Starting off with the keeper, we have a goalkeeper plus. I would advise you guys to also do this. I don't think it matters too much. For the fullback, I have for both of them fullback and defend. I don't really want them to join the attack as much as I can, and sometimes I trigger Theo Hernandez basically because I want him a bit higher up. So Dumfries, I would say fullback defend is good. I still think fullback defend is good for Theo, and when I want to have him a bit higher up the pitch, I trigger him manually by pressing L1. Going into defenders then, we have both Haaland and Saliba. Both of them will be on the defender plus. I would advise you guys to also play this if your two center backs have these plus in roles. I would definitely advise you guys to do that. And then if we're looking towards our two CDMs, we play deep line playmaker build up on both. This is going to be very, very offensive, and deep line playmaker and build up basically does so the CDMs are a bit more pushed up on the opponent's box, which means that they will basically stay on the edge of the box, be ready for that pass from the wing to the edge of the box. Then you have the players to make the runs in towards the pitch. And that's basically why we have Dennis Mann and Leao on inside forward roaming, because if I have them on inside forward, means that they will move in towards the box and they will be attacking threats, basically from a pass from Rodri or from Vitinha, finding the pass into the box, taking a touch, then finessing it home. If we're then looking for Cruyff, I'm using him as a playmaker plus. Luckily for me, he manages to have shadow striker in plus and also classic 10 plus. I think you should try, first of all, to try your camo playmaker. If that doesn't work and you feel like he is not really in good positions for you, then I would advise you guys to go with shadow striker, as shadow striker is more of like an extra attacker. Cam helps a bit more in build-up, and obviously is also going into the box, but probably takes a bit longer than shadow striker does. Then for the striker, we have advanced forward and attack. This is the most common, I think, role in the game at the moment for strikers. Advanced forward, by far the best, and yeah, it's definitely that one you should use. If you want to copy the code, it's right up there. And now we jump into some highlights with the 4-2-1-3 formation. So in the background, this was basically the thing I was talking about. We try to push down the wing, then we have deep line playmaker on our CDMs, which means that Lavia, in this case instead of Rodri, because Rodri I just play competitive games with because I have his loan, so Lavia will replace him when I play rivals, as you see at the top left corner. So we have Lavia and Vitinha outside of the box, pushed up because they are on deep line playmaker. If they were to be on holding, they would be a bit more further back, which means that it's better in defense, but also that won't help you a lot in attack. So deep line playmaker helps this a lot. We have the ball from Vitinha, from Lavia into Vitinha, into Dennis Mann, finding Vitinha again, green time finish into the back of the net, and obviously deep line playmaker helps that a lot. So if we're looking at it once again, we have this kind of extra pass. We have Dennis Mann on the inside here because he is on inside forward, and he is just helping us find threats going forward into the box. And once again, here again, maybe I can find the lap here. I think his Van Dijk will actually intercept it, but as I said, manages to find Vitinha, because he is on deep line playmaker build up, and we score in this game to make it 1-1. And this in the background is going to be the biggest strength with the 4-2-1-3 formation, will obviously be the counter attacks. And this is why I want incisive pass as well, because your wingers is basically going to stay very, very high up the pitch, and the incisive pass makes these through balls just way more accurate than if they just have 99 passing, for example. So incisive pass is key for the cam and for the CDMs. So once again, if we go back to this, it's basically 2 passes and we're straight into the opponent's box. So the pass from Dumfries into Cruyff, then into Dennis Mann, and from here we can do a bit of what I really feel. Here again, I could have maybe put a bit more power on that finesse to score. But obviously, that's how you should play the 4-2-1-3 formation with the counterattacks, and also short corners are really, really good in this year's game. Unfortunately, I don't really benefit from doing that there, but we get a bit lucky. Vitinha finding Leao, and we score to make it 2-1. In this sequence, once again, we have this kind of pattern that you guys need to use to be able to score in this formation. Once again, goes from the wing, from the CDM, into the CDM, then into the box, because we have both wingers on inside forward, means that if you look at the movement of both Dennis Mann here and Leao, both of them are tucked into the box because we have inside forward. That's why that role is important. Here again, we should have scored with Mann. I don't know how Van der Sar saved that, but overall a really, really good chance. And we basically get that chance by doing, as I said, from the wing, then into the inside of the box. Once again here, we do it very, very well off the corner. Finally Liam Delap, and then into the back of the net, scoring to make it 3-2. And I just wanted to showcase as well, because I was talking about it briefly, but if you manage to have a right winger or left winger that is on inside forward and has the finesse shot, if they get into these kind of pocket or spaces, just to rip a finesse here and there, because they are so good and so assisted, so they will fly into the back of the net. So this is why you benefit from having the finesse shot plus on one of the left wingers or the right wingers. And the last clip for this video is also going to be, why do you play the inside forward on the wingers? Because as you see here in this kind of clip, when I have the ball with my labia, I know that first of all that he has ping pos playstyle. Ping pos plus playstyle. So I'm going to do this play lock towards Liao, because when you get into this kind of pocket, when the AI steps itself into this kind of pocket in between his Van Dijk and Carlos Alberto or Cafu, I believe it is. I don't know which one it is, but doesn't matter. You need it to be aggressive, because when the AI puts itself into this position, just please use it, because it's very, very hard to switch either towards the fullback or to the center back. So the thing you do, you basically wait for the AI to put itself in that position. Now I see it puts itself into that position. I do a play lock or one pass as he has ping pass, finding Liao, then a low driven finish. If you guys want a tutorial about that one, let me know that in the comments, because it's an amazing finish. But that's basically how you play the 4-2-1-3 formation. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Let me know that in the comments if you guys like these tactics, and if you do, please leave a like on the video as well. And also, lastly, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications, as we're on the road to 70,000 subscribers on the channel. That would mean so much to me. So I'll see you guys soon. Stay safe and best of luck in Weekend League. Bye bye.